He's the tan tattooed connoisseur of conversation. And he's back. The Todd Newton Show with Maria Todd.
This is pretty funny. I have a list here of things that people have contributed on Reddit. Things that someone they were out on a first date with said that made them not want a second date.
Ooh.
These are pretty good. He said, "Are you sure you want to eat that? I wanted some fried banana peppers in addition to my small salad. I was also 118 pounds and exercised regularly." But the guy she was out with said, "You sure you want to eat those fried banana peppers?" That's not a good thing.
Really? What did he look like?
Amen. Yeah, you better have been sitting there with, I can't even think.
Personal trainer shirt on.
There you go. Right. Let's see. He said, "Poor people shouldn't get any help from the government. They should just stop being poor." Yeah, anything political.
Oh, that's so easy.
Right. Anything political should not be mentioned on a date, especially,
Not on the first date. Wait till you get to know the person a little bit.
Here's one from a guy. The girl I was out with said, "I'm posting everything we say on Instagram, and I'm getting suggestions on what to ask you from my followers. Goodbye." Goodbye.
Yeah, check.
Right.
Check.
He told me that one guy that I was out with told me that he was the catch out of the two of us. Oh, that's...
Well, then let's let somebody else catch you.
One woman that a guy was out with called her ex-boyfriend cheap because he would only take her out to eat two to three times a week and insisted on cooking the other days. That's called life. It's called a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to spend 5 nights a week in a restaurant? Ugh.
I don't really have any of these nightmare stories. I know you have the one where the guy dropped you off on an exit ramp, but that's not really something he said.
Oh, I've got plenty of dating stories. I went on I didn't swipe, but I went on a computer date kind of thing. Uh-huh. And when I walked in, this guy had this huge tumbler of what I assumed was water. So I sat down. I got some water too. We're talking. He eventually says, "Why don't you order a drink?" And I'm like, "Okay." So I got a vodka cranberry. All right. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll have another one of these." That tumbler that I thought was water was a tumbler of straight vodka with a lime in it.
That man came to play. He came to play.
Alrighty.
Here's one.
That was enough for me.
Yeah, that's it. Here's one more here that will get you back to the music. Things that someone said on a first date that prevented a second. The woman that I was out with said at the end of our date, "Don't call me. My husband checks my phone." Yes!
Wow.
All I can think about is
More great talk with Todd and Maria
right now
is just minutes away. The Todd Newton Show with Maria Todd.
turn it up.
He's the tattoo traveler, and she's the princess of pop culture. The Todd Newton Show with Maria Todd.
While we're talking about dating, we have joked around here that if a guy, like let's use me just as a hypothetical, okay? This is not based on reality, but on paper, a guy my age in my situation who doesn't want a full-time commitment, just wants to have fun a couple of nights a week, maybe go to a nice restaurant, maybe just, be in the company of a nice woman, have nice conversation, maybe a little bit of loving a couple of times a week. On paper, finding, one or two married women seems like the ideal situation. But Maria and I are, because married women always have to go home. Married women aren't going to be able to call you or text you all day, every day. But Maria and I are here to tell you that is not the ideal situation, right?
No.
First of all,
Because
morally
I
and
don't
ethically,
care.
it's wrong. I mean, let's just put
Yeah.
that there. We don't want any blowback on social media here. It's not right to be the other man or the other woman. But go ahead. There are other reasons.
The other thing is people always catch feelings. Either the guy you in this case, or the married woman will decide, man, I like him so much more than my husband. I'm going to leave my husband and we'll get married. No. That is not the deal we made when we started this.
Yeah. If you are, and by the way, again, when Maria said you in this situation, hypothetically, we're just using me as an example. But the guy, the man or the woman, and it might be different if a, I think a married man can probably keep his feelings for a mistress separate more effectively than a married woman can keep her feelings for her side piece. But if you start to develop feelings for someone that you're having an affair with, you're probably off track a little bit. Those are not the type of people that you want to give anything up for. Certainly a family, a home, relationship with your children. Those people, the same way you meet them are the same way you're going to lose them. Generally speaking, there's obviously the examples prove the rules, the exceptions prove the rules, but it's just at people our age, we see it a lot. Our friends have their little side pieces and they think it's great until all of a sudden it's not. Then
it's like horrible.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I cannot get rid of this girl. All right, this guy.
She's threatening to show up at my house and just ruin everything.
Yes. Anyway, we just got off on a little side tangent there on dating and a different branch on the dating tree, Maria. That's all it was. Different branch.
Want more Todd and Maria? Connect with the show.
Turn it up.
By visiting ToddNewtonOnline.com.